Okay. You.
Welcome back to the Dutch Nations Cup 2025 edition brought to you by Scout Mobility. Just about ready to start with game two. Denmark, Belgium in the Group B matchup. Belgium versus Denmark. It's sort of a modern classic of the game. They've been they've always seemed to find each other in the tournaments, the international tournaments. So once again, they're drawn in the same group.
Number 12, Jonathan Marais.
The few new faces for both Denmark and Belgium.
Number 24.
Be interesting for us to make our acquaintance with those guys.
Justin Carrion.
Yeah, as we said in the previous, we have also new coaching staff for the Belgian team. Getting introduced now. Bob Guts and Atta. Very important game for both teams, as the other team in this pool is Switzerland.
No.
It's the high quality team, difficult to beat for both of them.
Definitely a loss here will leave you on the outside looking in terms of making it through to the semifinals.
Definitely, yes.
Number Gustav Dam. Number 2, Caroline Gate. Number 10, Nicola. Number 7,
Just running through the lineups here in the arena. I fear we're still struggling with the in-arena sound, getting that through to you guys. So try to guide you through what's going on the court as best we can.
Number 39, Hans Van. Number 32, Danny Magnussen. Number 69, Tim Peterson. And number 18, Alexander Gibson. The coaches are Nicholas Hoff, Lundgren, Carlton. Assistant coach, Karsten Nitro. And the team manager, Annette Sylvester Nielsen. We shall be starting with the match between Belgium and Denmark. Oh.
Finally, the pre-game rituals are done, so we can get to the action. We are running a couple minutes late. That's always a sign of drama in the first game. There were a lot of stoppages. Starting lineups from Belgium. It's veteran laden. It's obviously Dan Van Neel. It's Maxime Silly. It's Maxime de Croix, along with Senne Brouwers in goal. And Yasin Kaya as well on the hand stick for Denmark as well. It's focused on the veterans. It's Nikolai Rinkelsen. It is, excuse me, it's Anders Bent, of course. It's Danny Mogensen. It's Tim Pedersen. And a and of course in goal, Alexander Ibs.
No surprises here. States.
It is essentially the lineup that played the entire tournament for the European Championships a year ago. Anders Bent, of course, one of the all-time great goal scorers of the game, alongside Nikolai Rinkelsen, who was a pleasant surprise, I thought, last time around. And he really stepped up when fellow All-Star Alexander Pedersen didn't quite have his usual production.
Also, with a new chair now.
Jeroen always keeping tabs on the newest, latest gear. So tip off just about ready. De Grok and Van Neeron. Very, very, what should we say, defensive start here from Denmark. Not bringing any forechecking at all. It's just back to their old ways. This is the strategy that won them the World Championship 3 years ago and made them finalists in 2018.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a different look from the game we just had.
We just saw Italy and Finland dueling with dueling forechecks. Here, Denmark content to sit back, invite pressure, and probably get out on the break. A lot of communication going on between Rinkelsen, who's sort of sitting in front of the goal crease in his long reach, and Anders Bent up top.
Obviously, Van Neerum able to make a quick shot. So important for the Danes to cover all options for him.
Silly starting the movement, trying to surprise Mogensen here with a block in the back.
Important here for Van Neerum to stay patient. Only go for it when the opportunity is really there.
Going for a speculative shot is what the Danes want him to.
Exactly.
I expect at some point the Danes will.
There he goes.
It's a nice pass from Van Neerum. Couldn't find the handle.
The ball just came in between his forehand and his backhand, forcing him to
Definitely worth the shot from Van Neerum to fit the pass through there.
Yeah, great action from him.
Now we're stuck here along the boards. It's behind Hansen. Mogensen finally finds Bent. The Danes can sort of maybe try to make their way out of this pickle.
Good work here by Sanders.
Worlds, he wide point kick. The ball goes out of bounds and it's Belgian ball. Nice job by Belgium to re-pressure once they lost it.
Maxime de Croix now trying to keep Mikkelsen out of his position.
It's a fight for inches in front of the net, trying to open up a small crack in the defense for Neil to find a shot or a pass.
Yeah, that's the name of the game here, trying to force the Danish out of position, get them into awkward moments, and hope Van Meeren can capitalize. Difficult to hear for you, missing the arena sound, but Coach Bob Gott's very active with the communication and telling his players what he wants to see from them.
An unusual task for the Belgians. You don't see a lot of this sort of all-out defense, parking the bus defense when you play against other teams. It's pretty unique to the Danes. Now they break out. Trying to sort of
Alone.
ambush Van Neelm here.
Now there's going to be more space. The clock is going to try to keep Meugensen here. But Smart made a little bit of contact on Meugensen. And
Dale and Berend up top with the forecheck, joined by Mogensen. Here's Sully.
Who is blocked by Van Neeren. Sully not able to drive onward.
Neil again goes Regensen down again, back again. He calls his teammates into this defensive shell.
So far, the Belgians not been able to really dislocate them, get them out of position.
They have to be sharp in their finishing. Not going to get a lot of shots on goal. Neither are Denmark at this rate. They haven't really at all been in possession. Here comes their first real try, 5 minutes into the game. I mean, at this point in game one, the score was 3-0, 4 maybe. Here's Berend to Mogensen. Oh, nice save by Blauers. The clock in the corner, fighting with Mogensen. The clock doesn't die away from contact. They get a Danish free ball. Every possession, takes on just a lot higher sense of importance here when the game is this slow. Can't waste possessions. It's underneath Kaya here, I think. Trying to reverse it out. Does so, but it's wide to Regelson.
Now we get first chance to see the defensive setup from the Belgians.
It's a wild shot here from Regelson.
Also
Not sure what the point was of that.
Now a moment of press for the Danes. Van Meeren, closed in. Good interception by Celis.
Over to Berend though.
Great accuracy from Andre Berend.
Needed 100 from him. Particularly hard, but very accurate. And finds an opening there in the far corner.
Good block by Meugensen to create that little bit of space. Berend needs.
I suspect Senebrouwers would want that back. It was from a very wide angle from Berend. Sneak it by the Belgian goalkeeper. This is just what the Danes wanted, obviously. On their second, maybe, real offensive possession. They break through, and now this defensive approach is going to be even more frustrating for the Belgians.
Yeah, let's see if they can keep their composure and stay patient. It will obviously be more difficult if the Danes manage to build up this lead.
Start feeling the pressure from the clock almost immediately
Yeah.
once your opponent so clearly signals that this is going to be how this game is going to go. Like the Danes are totally forcing the tempo down of this game. Here we get the ambush. And Berend here, met by two Belgians. Kaya maybe? No. Berend back to Rigelsen. The Danes will set up.
Good steal there. They wait for Van Nerum to make the turn. And while he's doing that, they come out of their defensive block and
While he has his back turned to them.
Yeah, instantly close them in, and very effective this time at least for the Greens.
It's very clear that the moment Van Nerum turned his back to the Danes, they started yelling and screaming to him. Here's Berend, backhand, saved by Bauer. A nice look for Denmark there. Van Nerum back the other way. Oh, he wants so bad to hurry now with Danes. Maybe a little out of balance, but now he's met by the forecheck and he turns it over back to Rigelsen.
Now Sailors being locked up here on the half of the Danes.
Shots by the
Great accuracy. They're able to keep Sailors on the Danish half for just a brief moment, and missing that player in defense really opens up the space.
And nice block too from Captain Hansen.
Substitution here for Belgium. Jonathan Matisse coming on the field.
Instead of Kaya. I'm sorry you guys are missing out on the arena noise. It's pretty pretty incredible the amount of communication going on by the Danish defenders. Very, very loud.
Oh, close there.
Nice try there by Van Neum, but here's Berend to Mons. Even nothing Denmark in this game. It's on. Totally like the Danes have planned going into the game. It's right according to plan. 3 goals on the counter attack, and yeah,
Very clinical with their chances so far. Good start from the Danish team.
and now Van Neum turning the back to him, and the Danes come up on the forecheck. He's able to escape the first bit of it though, and now he finds Silly down the left side. He turns it over again, right according to the Danish plan.
Rikelsen as a last man there, always tracking Sailors.
Turns this one over though. Sailors takes a hack at it. Bouncing ball. Finds it way to Silly. Berend finds Vegas in the deep position. Matisse blocking the pass around the net, sends Silly on the counter attack. He takes a shot from deep, but sneaks just wide of the Eaton's goal.
Belgians, they need to mix it up in their blocking play. So far, not effective in creating space for Van Meeren and getting the Danes, forcing them out of their defensive block. Here they come again.
Easier said than done, Joel.
Perfectly.
This is what has won Denmark all their medals, basically, in international play, including their 2022 championship. World Championship.
There's some space. Good
Can
luck
he-
by the clock.
Can he find Zini? Just kept away by Eagleson. Mogensen 1-on-1 now with Blauers. Mogensen, no.
Good.
Nice save by Blauers. Ball, I think, maybe. They don't come much bigger than that, but Danny Mogensen. But obviously one of Mogensen's limitations, and the reason why he's a low point player is that he can't quite handle the ball quite as freely as a guy like Van Meeren or Ekerson or other guys. So a pretty simple save in the end for center ball. Working on Mogensen here. They may have a little opening here down the right hand side. Here comes the ambush.
When the block in the behind one of the players on the outside gets effective, they decide this might be dangerous. Let's press to get out of that. And communication is important. But so far, they're
Leaving.
doing good.
They seem well prepared, the Danes, with this defensive approach. I think it was a little bit of a storyline that at home during the European Championships last year, they started to they had a little higher ambitions, trying to play a little more aggressively on defense, and I think it came back to bite them on many occasions, including of course the semifinal where they got absolutely torn to pieces by the Dutch.
Yeah, it was painful.
That was painful to watch. I don't even remember the final score. It was,
18-1 or something.
something like
region.
that. And the game was over in 5 minutes. So
Looks like they came back from that decision and
they've taken their medicine, and it's back to sort of plan A. And
Yeah. so far it's working
far,
quite well.
against Belgian opponents, in any way, it's working very well. The first half here, of course, the clock working quickly, no stoppages in time, really, and only 3 goals. So 7 minutes left. It's a Danish free ball. Belgian half of the court. The it's met by the clock. Can he get by? Then gets to the end. Matisse there. Then he gets some shot saved by Bolland. Nice job that time. Also, pretty good offense from Denmark. That was a good look. Another pass to Eagleson. He can't quit the handle. I was able to keep the weak shot away. Playing well, Denmark, right now. Yeah. Was that off of Eagleson or was it by Middleton?
It was a little deflection after the shot from Baron. Just going under the T-stick. Flowers. Little bit unlucky there.
That's what you want to see as a Danish coach, getting multiple good looks on the same possession. even if you don't make your shots, recover the rebound,
Go again.
go again. Yeah, exactly.
Little bit too much contact here of Jonathan Matisse.
Denmark able to draw a foul. That's so costly, and in a game like this where every possession is worth its weight in gold, you can't commit these offensive turnovers. That's Behrens. Behrens really is an expert player in these semi-transition situations. Sends it wide to Rigersen.
Interception here. After some effective press by the Belgians. Sailors now.
Will need to get rid of it soon. Doesn't quite, but he wins a free ball. But of course, all that means is that Denmark gets back into their preferred defensive position, and the Belgians have to start over completely.
Yeah, when they get the ball back from the Danes, they try to beat them on their own half and counter. But every time they do that, the Danes just start to press to avoid the danger of half being going back into defensive positions and the other half maybe staying on the half of the Belgians.
The Belgians have yet to sort of take advantage of that ambush situation. And once again, here, Denmark now with a free ball. Here comes Diana Lisic instead of De Grok.
Making her debut here for the Belgian national team.
Get a green card here for Celia. Didn't see what.
Looks like he's a little bit confused himself as well.
It's a very forceful call from the referee there. He like finds Vegas. Oh,
What a pass.
great save by Wallace in the time around, but the rebound falls right to Vegas, and then he can punch it in for Denmark's fourth of the game. Tough luck there for Brouwers.
Great vision from Andreas Berend there on the initial pass. Really has a map of the field in his head, sometimes without even looking.
So, we might be looking at another blowout here.
I'm afraid we do, yes.
The Belgians, if we have to be honest, really haven't been close to scoring. Everything has been within Danish control.
I think they
Now they have a Lesic here, has a block on Hansen on the left side. She keeps it up though.
think Belgium is a bit surprised when Van Neerum loses the ball here.
Turnover from Van Leeuwen. Mogensen in the corner, sends it around the net to Behrend. Nice pass. Back to Rigelsen, and Denmark can reset.
I think the Belgians, they expected probably that the Danes would press them from early on. Obviously they don't, and so far the Belgians don't have an answer for the defensive setup of the Danes, as well as the attacking.
Rigelsen shoots. Just about snuck it on the ball, but he was able to get a front wheel on it. City with a shot. It's kept away easily by Ibsen. Rigelsen to Behrend. It's not saved by Ball. But again, Danes on the rebound. Shot just wide. But Denmark on the rebound. That's a storyline here.
Yeah,
That even when they do take the shot, Belgians unable to bounce.
The link-up play between Rigelsen and Behrend is looking very sharp so far. Again, pass from Behrend to Rigelsen, instantly sends it back. And a quick shot. Lovely play by the Danes.
Yeah, just once again, totally how the Danish coaching staff drew this up. I mean, it was just what they were going for. Just like we saw in the first game, Italy getting everything they wanted early on. Just the game going completely to plan. It's rare you get those halves where you just go, well, basically perfect.
Yeah.
But both Italy and Denmark now off to a fantastic start.
Again, screening foul here from the Belgians. Possession to the Danes.
Yeah, and we can now start the counter. How many shots do Denmark get before finally turning it over?
Rigelsen looking comfortable in his new warrior
Takes a
chair.
shot there. Nebel blocks the shot. And guess who got the rebound? Oh, that's a turnover from Behrend. A little too ambitious on the pass. Here's for Nebel. Bit of space now. Around the net, maybe. No, Mogensen there to deter him. And Silly is offside in the goal area. I mean, just the tiniest of cracks in the Danish defense that time, but Belgium's not able to convert.
Ooh, good intercepting there by Lesic.
Stuck underneath Behrend somewhere. Mogensen wins it, maybe. Silly, Van Eelen, Mogensen fighting them all the way. Here's Van Eelen now with space.
A lot of space for the Belgians.
Silly in front of him. Shot. Oh! But that was gonna be a good chance. Once you crossed over here.
Trademark shot there from Van Neeren. Pulling back the ball in his cup of the stick. Placing it in the long corner. Just as we're nearing the end of the first half here, Belgium were able to crack the Danish defense for the first time.
Tiny sign of life now.
Maybe they can use this momentum to push on.
Shotting the save from Bowers. Danish rebound. First half. It's been all Denmark so far.
Great half from them.
Just about perfection. That last turnover that led to the Van Neeren goal, the only real thing to sort of to try and work on. But other than that, a pretty impressive start from Team Denmark. Jeroen and I will step by step aside for a couple of minutes, and you'll hear some messages from our lovely sponsors.
Wij zijn Medux en maken meer mogelijk. Wij verbeteren levens door hulpmiddelen te leveren die mensen helpen. Van de eerste stapjes tot zelfstandig oud worden. Of je nu monteur, logistiek medewerker of bezorger bent, jouw werk maakt het verschil. Bij ons krijg je de kans om te leren, door te groeien en echt impact te maken. Wij werken met elkaar en helpen anderen. Dat noemen wij samen meer mogelijk maken.
We gaan naar Deventer. Woe! We zijn onderweg naar Go Ahead Eagles. Een aantal jaar geleden mochten we al het eerste team voorzien van warmtedekens in de dugout. En nu gaan we ook op andere plekken in het stadion warme momenten verzorgen. Maar dit gaan we niet alleen bij Go Ahead Eagles doen, maar bij alle eredivisieclubs door Nederland. We zijn aangekomen. Hieronder is het antwoord te zien waarom we hier zijn.
We gaan het stadion omhoog houden door Nederland heen. We gaan dus alle 17 Eredivisie met alle toeters en bellen eromheen.
Wat een onthulling. We staan gewoon achterop de bus. We hebben 50 dekens gesponsord van Go Ahead Eagles. Maar het is dus niet alleen voor Go Ahead. We gaan dus alle eredivisieclubs bij langs. En alle eredivisieclubs krijgen die warmtedekens die ze verdienen voor de minder verdiende plekken.
Jouw dikke handshake geven.
Ja,
Hij
zeker.
gaat het doen, hè? Hij gaat van al die etappes lopen aan elke eredivisieclub voor het goede doel.
Totaal 600 kilometer.
Dat zal 600 kilometer ongeveer zijn, denk ik. Ja.
Nou, je blijft volgen.
Kijk, stoppie, Ricky, hoppa.
It's given me access to the beach again. Taking photos and hanging out with my mates again has been awesome.
beverauto-aanpassingen en Bevercar Product.
Goedemorgen, Mark.
Al 50 jaar specialist en marktleider in het aanpassen van auto's. Door de aanpassingen van Bever kunnen mensen met een lichamelijke beperking weer zelfstandig de weg op. Werken bij Bever betekent elke dag bijdragen aan de missie. Het leven van mensen met een beperking verbeteren. Of je nu in de werkplaats, de showroom, het kantoor, de rijschool, de productie of de R&D-afdeling werkt, iedereen werkt met hetzelfde doel voor ogen. Dit zorgt voor een sterk teamgevoel en sociale betrokkenheid. Er is aandacht voor elkaar en aandacht voor de klant. Bever kent de klanten niet alleen bij voornaam, maar weet ook precies wat er nodig is om weer zelfstandig de weg op te kunnen. Met creativiteit en kennis van elektronica, software en autotechniek worden technisch hoogwaardige oplossingen bedacht, ontworpen en ontwikkeld. Ook buiten de Nederlandse grenzen maakt Bever impact. Hun aanpasproducten worden door heel Europa verkocht. Bij Bever worden niet alleen auto's, maar hele levens veranderd. En zo ook die van mij.
Nou, we hebben hier dus de contactsleutel aangepast. Dan kun je de ring inzetten, dan kun je hem starten met deze 2 knoppen. En dan als je het systeem aan hebt op de rem, kun je schakelen.
Zo heb je een beeld van wat Bever doet. Maar het zijn de mensen achter Bever die echt het verschil maken.
Het werken bij Bever is ontzettend leuk vanwege de diversiteit in taken. Geen dag is hetzelfde. Ik heb hele leuke collega's en ik ervaar heel veel autonomie in mijn eigen functie.
Ik werk al 23 jaar bij Bever. En het leukste is eigenlijk het klantcontact en het werken en sleutelen aan auto's, want dat was al hobby. Ik zou iedereen die werken wil in de techniek en ook met mensen om gewoon willen adviseren om toch bij Bever te komen werken. Want ik werk hier zelf nog al 50 jaar met veel plezier en iedere dag nog steeds kom ik graag hier naartoe.
Dankzij Bever kan ik weer zelfstandig de weg op en heb ik lekker de vrijheid om zelf auto te kunnen rijden. Heerlijk, ik ga gauw vandoor. Ook jij kunt hier deel van uitmaken. Kom langs voor een kop koffie. We leren je graag kennen.
We're going to be started at the second half between Denmark and Belgium. And Denmark leads by 6 against Belgium by 1.
So, welcome back to the second half. We're just underway. Denmark leading Belgium 6-1. The revolving door has been spinning for both teams. In has come number 24 Rasmus Larsen for Denmark and Katrine Jensen as well. And for Belgium it's Peter Boekmans who makes the save there. And Yasin Kaya back into the game.
Early chance there from Rikkelsen. Good save.
Larsen, a young talent for Denmark. He needs all the playing time he can get. So with the game pretty safely in hand, the Danes bring him on. Finds Rigelsen this time. Rigelsen, the shot blocked by Kaya. Danish rebound, he'll send it back and try to find Larsen again, I think. Nope, Jensen. I'm interested to see if this lineup change for Denmark means anything to their defensive shape. Oh, high ball here from Rigelsen. Turnover.
Oh, I guess your question is going to be answered now. It's the Belgians.
Does look like a defensive shell once again with Larsen taking the role of Anders Bjernd up top in the formation. Jensen has been caught out of position now, and this is when we would see an ambush in the first half once Van Neum turns his back to the play. We have now successfully rescued Jensen from that precarious position she was in. Van Neum gets to the edge this time. Tries to find the pass for Kaya, but for some reason he didn't finish. Rigelsen backhand. Ooh, a bouncing ball, not a high ball by the estimation of the referees, but
just hitting the crossbar there. Rigelsen staying patient, waiting for Larsen to get in a more dangerous position.
He sends it around to Jensen, who is offside in the crease. Oh, a shot, it's saved by Ibsen once again. A little weakness in the Danish formation. Mogensen and Bjernd obviously awesome defenders, disciplined. So it's not a surprise as such that the defense would be opening up a little bit with those two off the court. Larsen now collects.
Tries to surprise there in the short corner, but
Van Neum had that control. Kaya the other way to Van Neum, saved by Ibsen. The rebound, Van Neum all over it.
And the score for Belgium is 6 for Denmark.
Kaya did well there to get it to where only Van Neum could reach it. And then, a little good fortune there with the rebound.
a little bit unlucky for Alexander Ibsen, who made a great save. The first attempt from Van Leeuwen.
I think he made a small mistake trying to win the ball instead of just fighting off the shot, but yeah, he was unlucky.
Green card for Matisse here. Even though Rikelsen was driving in reverse.
And that was after the whistle though, I think, so... Ticky-tack foul here on Kaya. Was a lot of contact, so The referee had to call something. Could have gone either way. Riekesen looking for an opening. It's blocked by Van Neerom and Bultmans. And a goal ball for Belgium. The offense not quite as clicking quite as well as it did for Denmark in the first half. Clear that Mogensen and Berend are the preferred options.
Good work here by Van Neerom to retain possession. A high press from the Danes. Getting it out with Larsen.
The ball goes out of bounds off Van Neerom. Denmark will take over. Larsen. Shot. Not all that close, but he'll get a free ball up top. Larsen again will try and set up play. They're sort of choosing between Larsen and Riekesen. Now they switch it up. The Belgians have been lulled to sleep a little bit. They're not bringing the pressure at all.
Only a little bit of aggression on Riekesen to
sort of
avoid him.
Sort of aping the Danish strategy now. Not sure if it's on purpose or sort of just the way you fall into the game. Riekesen shot saved by Bultmans. Was played well in the second half.
Spinning around in the goal circle, but Bultmans controlling it.
It might be as simple as de Kock not being on the court. He seems to be just a very aggressive player. So without him leading the charge, I think the rest of the team has fallen a bit too deep now. On the other hand, they haven't conceded in 7 minutes now, so there is that.
Yeah, some good signs, but also the offense of the Danes has looked a little bit less dangerous. Belgians are trying to set up a little train of blocks there on the right side.
Loose ball in front, kept away by Denmark.
I think they're gonna try again. They're all on the same side here, and then Van Neerom's gonna try to wrap around. Here he goes.
Contact here from Larsen.
Substitution here.
Silly for Matthijs. Silly in front.
Good block by Kaya.
Riekesen is there as well. This ball will stay in the Danish goal area. Yep. See it clearly there.
The Belgians trying to go around the outside more of the Danish block by setting up multiple blocks on the same side.
They definitely have a plan now.
But not really gotten real chances out of it yet.
Nope.
Looks like Belgium is now really playing a 2-1-1.
Oh, we'll have a penalty shot.
Oh.
It's called against Kaya. I thought that was... That's a tough call for Team Belgium here. Green card for Lisic. Okay, so we'll get a penalty shot here. Rasmus Larsen versus Peter Bultmans. And he misses it.
Bultmans forces him right. Good keeping there.
Never really forced Bultmans to make a decision here. That's an easy save for a goalkeeper. Poor attempt from Larsen. Okay, so maybe a little bit of a momentum shift now. Can the Belgians take advantage? They have successfully stabilized the game, but now the clock is ticking down.
A lot of contact here. That last touch from Larsen on Van Neeren was a little bit too much. Free ball for the Belgians.
Definitely a sign that the Danish defense isn't quite as comfortable as it was in the first half. That the physicality has gone up a bit for Neil.
Yeah, it's a desperation to get out of the blocking screens from the Belgian attackers and leads to these moments of contact.
Very patient. This possession has lasted a full minute now.
I like the patience, but the time is running out. Oh, goes for a move.
Loose ball in front. Into the corner. Van Neerom there.
Yeah. Makes some speed here. He does that well.
Just able to feed it through the silly. He's mauled by Hansen, who looks at the referee and nods.
Belgians unable to keep Larsen on their half.
That would qualify as a good foul, I think, by Hansen there. Just to stop the counter-attack and allow Denmark to get back in a comfortable defensive shape.
Larsen constantly moving in and out of his position to make sure the blocks by Lesic are not affected. As you see here, he puts a little bit of pressure, and then as Lesic moves with him, he after that has the space to move back into his preferred position. Now he's caught out though.
Van Neerom mishandles. Hansen almost wins it. Van Neerom stays in possession. Regensen. Need to bring some help for Van Neerom.
Interesting moment there.
Finally, Regensen able to secure it.
In the clutch, Riekelsen dropped the stick. They stopped and let him pick it up, and after that, a little bit of confusion, like we're just gonna play on now. But that's what they did. Well done by Lesic there. Getting her T-stick.
Staying with the quick moves of Riekelsen.
Timeout, Denmark.
Timeout for Denmark here. Yeah, things aren't really working out since the substitutions. It's clear this lineup needs some work.
Yeah, the attacking has been a lot less dangerous. Also, the Belgians have improved their defense, I would say, but combination of those two things lead to a real stabilization here in the second half. Still a 4-point lead though, of course, for the Danes. Let's see if the Belgian coaches can come up with a plan to force something at least. Looks like Senne Popelaars and Lesic switching around. Debut also for Senne Popelaars.
Have some Danish substitutions as well, it looks like. Mogensen ready in the substitution box. He's on instead of Riekelsen. Triple substitution for Denmark. It's Berend in comes Mogensen again. And they swap Christopher Hansen for Tim Pedersen.
Some confusion here. Looks like Mogensen needs to leave the field. Not sure what's going on. I think they're going to test if the ball is capable of going under his chair. Which, if not, would be illegal.
Illegal equipment, yeah.
Looks like it went under fine. From Mogensen back in the field.
I wonder what raised suspicions. Not quite sure why. I mean, he started the game, and I'm not quite sure what the Danes could have done to change his ride height. But well, yeah. We get going anyway. It's one of those stoppages. We just need to carry on from Van Niel. Pass in front, but it's covered off well by Mogensen and Berend and company. We get a face-off in front of the Danish goal.
Celis, strong player.
Yeah.
Showing it off here.
Against the very smart, experienced player in Anders Berend, but this time, strength won out.
These face-offs, power wins over experience.
Back in this familiar pattern of Van Niel. Working the right side of the Danish formation. I guess the left defensive side. Finds a nice pass there, but no one to receive it.
Kaya with an effective block now.
Oh, a nice pass from Van Neelen, but Silly's not able to.
Almost even bounced off of Senne Poppelaars. That would have been a good start to his Belgium national career. Fortunately for him.
Potentially a 2-point goal as well.
Yeah.
That would have made things interesting.
Berend now.
Backhand down to Larsen, back to Berend. Now they've
And
got
back
Poppelaars
off.
spinning. Oh,
Beautiful combination play there.
oh! And Larsen just loses the handle on it as he rounds the net. I think the wraparound was there for him. Ibsen now, goalkeeper, up, setting screens.
This 2-1-1 formation from the Belgians is a new look.
Yes, Berend.
As I say that, Berend wraps around the ball. The 7th goal for Denmark.
And it's a timeout for
Around the
Belgium.
net with the forehand into the short corner.
Looks like he really sealed the fate of this game with this goal. With
Carbon copy of his most famous goal when he decided the World Cup final in sudden death against the Netherlands.
always painful for me to think about.
Painful memory. Well, not quite so for me. An iconic moment, obviously. Imagine
Definitely
getting
yes.
to decide World Cup championship final on sudden death. That's
And in such an upset too against obviously the big favorites, the Netherlands.
that too was an example of the Danish defense holding up against tons and tons of pressure all game long.
Yeah.
They've done so again this time. This time, sudden death won't be needed. 7-2 the lead with just shy of 6 minutes left.
Yeah, as you said, Belgium have been able to stop the bleeding in this second half, but on the attacking side of things, it's been the same. Good block here by Senne Poppelaars. Now some space for the Belgians.
Oh, nice
Van
pass.
Neelen.
No.
Kaya just unable to control it. And now Larsen on the other side.
Beautiful pass from Van Neelen to Kaya, but Kaya couldn't connect with the shot.
Now, little face of chaos here.
We get a whistle. Too bad.
Counter-attack after counter-attack.
Too bad. Now we get the whistle. Denmark back in position, and we can get back to Van Neelen circling. It's interesting that the Belgians choose to attack down their right-hand side. That's into the teeth of Danny Mogensen. I'm not sure that's great strategy. Of course, it's the forehand side for Van Neelen, so.
Now Bulkman's also coming out to help with the blocking, leaving his goal.
Now maybe a
All or
little
nothing.
opening for Van Neelen. Mogensen right there.
Stuck now.
Van Neelen able to get it away in front of Tim Pedersen. Silly.
Gets it back to Van Neeren. He's gonna have another try. This Danish defense. There he goes. Lovely moves, but just the post.
Back the other way goes Mogensen. Finds Berend. Larsen maybe with an opening. The pass mistimed from Berend. And a foul goes against Denmark. Belgians need to hurry now. There's 3:45 to go in the game. We'll get a
Little bit
substitution.
unlucky here. The Bub Guts, the Belgian coach, screaming to keep Larsen on their half of the field, and then just as they want to do that and resume the game quickly, He gets subbed off.
One of those games within the game. So this is another debutant for Denmark, Mathias Randbjerg.
Mathias, Arkus and Nielsen has come on. For Larsen. His debut. And just as I say that, Van Neerem. Lovely goal.
It's 7 for Denmark, 3 for Belgium.
Good blocking work there by Kaya and Stelis to give the space to Van Neerem.
3:05 left of the game. Going by the arena clock.
Looking at body language of Berend, he decided to calm the game down and play it out.
Well, he just sends a pass down to Nielsen. It's, surrounded by Belgians.
Danes obviously in no hurry to attack the Belgian goal. High ball there.
.203 left to play. Yeah, nice opening there, but Ibsen able to keep it out.
Looks like they found a way to open up the space on the right side of the Danish defense. Free ball here for the Belgians.
With the inexperienced Mathias Nielsen back in the court, on the court now, the communication from Alexander Ibsen in the Danish goal stepped up. Clearly, the young gun needs some direction.
Something wrong with the chair here, it looks like. Nielsen. Not sure what's going on.
What's going on here, yeah. Nielsen seems to be all right. Maybe it's Berend. No.
Looks like everything is okay.
Bultmann's now up very high, setting screens. Hillerson pressuring Van Neelm. Finds his way through. Shots wide. The contact level goes up. The moment the game turns into, there's a little more chaos.
Good work there by Sander Poppelaars. Playing the ball back with his T-stick. Making a good impression so far. His debut for Belgium. Good pressure by Meugensen. The rest of the Danish team follows up.
Just under a minute to go. Kaya loses control. Berend takes over.
He's gonna slow it down.
I'm not sure.
I take it back.
Berend, the all-time leading goal scorer, the active leading all-time goal scorer. So, not the kind of guy to slow down a game, especially when he's up 4. See if he can pick up a cheap one. 2 seconds to go. Silly, he will run out of time.
Is that the buzzer van Deren? Doesn't matter.
So mission accomplished for Team Denmark. They started out really nicely in the first half. Then the substitutions came in and the game became a little more chaotic. It sort of got away from them, and actually Belgium ends up winning the second half by 3-1.
Yeah, they really managed to, especially on the defense, improve.
Can maybe take some positives away from this game. That in fairness wasn't ever really close.
Next up is Finland against the Netherlands, 2 o'clock. So we'll be heading out now for a short period of time and hope to see you back for the 3rd game of the Dutch Nations Cup.